Hey, between the years of 1942 and 1946, Gibson guitars came out with the Banner series. And to musicians and collectors, they represent some of the finest instruments Gibson ever made. This is from 1943, and it's an L-00, and it's got an interesting story to tell. I'll tell you more after the break. Welcome back to the dojo, Heirlooms music here in Singapore. And the dojo is filled with mojo today because what I've got here in my hands. Behind me, we've got a gaggle of Gibsons, but this one here, this one's really special. This is a L-00 1943 Banner guitar. Now the Banner series, well, on the banner it says, "Only a Gibson is good enough." And for that brief shining moment between 1942 and 1946, they were probably right. They're some of the finest guitars that Gibson ever made. Now, a little bit of a backstory about the L-00 series here. Originally, 1932 was the first one. It's a flat top, and this one in particular has a spruce top. It has mahogany back and sides, a mahogany neck, rosewood fretboard, rosewood bridge, bone nut, and saddle to make this thing really nice and old school. Yeah. The neck itself is a somewhat chunky, rounded C shape. It's not so big as some of the earlier L series, but still, it's bigger than most acoustic guitars. This has got an amazing sound. Bell-like tones ring out of it. It's louder than you would expect a guitar this size to be, and it's got a presence and a vibe which, well, I mean, it's 76 years old, and it's got quite a history behind it. What's really cool about this is if you look at it, the nitrocellulose coating that's all over the guitar is nice and veined and chipped away and stuff, and it's even gotten right into the fiber of the wood. So much so that the unstable nitro has done wonders to this pick guard here. In fact, that's what nitro does. It just starts eating it away. After 75 years, it's got this, like, you've got a little bit of the pick guard here, and it's kind of crusty and stuff. It's very cool, actually. This guitar is a very cool guitar, and it has a cool story behind it. This guitar belonged to a guy named Don Guess. Now, Don Guess was born in New Mexico, and his family all played music. So when he was a kid, he learned a lot of different instruments. He could play bass and violin and piano and harmonica and, of course, guitar. When he was a young lad, he moved to Lubbock, Texas. In Lubbock, Texas, he befriended another kid who was just as into music, named Charles Hawley. They started playing together. They started playing, backing up Don's mom, who played piano, and well, let's call this guy, instead of Charles, let's call him by his nickname, Buddy. So Buddy Holly, yeah, the Buddy Holly, used to play guitar, used to play violin, and Don played the guitar and the bass. They switched instruments all the time. They did all sorts of things. So, due to our guitar forensics, which we assiduously pursue for you, brothers and sisters, here at the dojo, I am not uncertain that Buddy Holly actually played this guitar. Yeah, so there's a history behind this guitar. So anyways, Don Guess, well, eventually he got less and less into the music business. He didn't join the Crickets, which was Buddy Holly's band, but instead he decided to go and both record and tour with musical artists as diverse as Wanda Jackson, as Roy Orbison, George Jones, a whole bunch of guys. So after that, kind of souring on the music business, he got off the road and then had a later career in the insurance business. Kept this guitar, passed away, and then somehow its mojo wound up in the dojo. Now this one here, this is a vintage piece. I would say this is a collector's guitar. I don't think you'd want to take this out on a gig, but if you want to come and play it, check it out. Come on down here to the dojo, Heirlooms Music in Singapore. You can check this out. There's a whole bunch of other Gibsons behind me. Lots of really pretty Gibsons, bright and shiny Gibsons, old Gibsons, new Gibsons. They're all here. So anyways, check them out. Check this out. Thank you for watching. I'm glad we get your support. Subscribe to us, like us, follow us, be our friend. And I promise you, we'll give you some more content next week. Yeah? Peace!